there was a dense forest. In this forest was a huge banyan tree. The tree had many branches too. Flocks of crows lived on this tree. A little distance away from this banyan tree was a cave. A colony of owls lived in this cave. At the fall of night, the crows would be in trouble. Tired, the crows would try to rest in their nests at night. But as the crows would try to sleep, the owls would pounce on them. Many crows were killed by these owls. They would even kill their young ones and break their eggs. The owls followed this as a daily routine. To find a solution to this problem, the king of crows called for a meeting. He said to the crows,
"We should find a solution to defend ourselves from these daily attacks of the owls. The owls live in the cave. Their cave has only one entrance. Therefore, the place where they reside is like an impenetrable fort. These owls attack in the night, and in the day they hide in the cave. That's why we cannot directly attack them. So what is the solution to stop these attacks?"
A few ministers even offered the king various ideas to combat the problem of these owls. But not even one of these suggestions could be put to use. In this meeting, an old and experienced crow was also present. When the king asked this crow for advice, he said,
"You know, if the enemy is powerful, then never directly attack it. We should have patience. You should devise a strategy. You should know the weak point of the enemy. Only then, when you get the right chance, should you attack the enemy with full strength."
Everyone liked this old crow's advice. But then another crow said,
"This is not a very easy job. Who will go near the enemy and find out about them?"
The old crow said,
"You all need not bother about this. You hand over this task to me. You only do as I tell you. First of all, put up an act of fighting with me. Then you poke me with your beaks and injure me. After that, just leave me alone."
All the crows liked the idea of this old crow. As per the plan, they poked the old crow with their beaks and injured him. The old crow was bleeding heavily, and with great difficulty, he managed to reach the owl's cave. Moaning in pain, he said,
"Oh, King Owl, I have come to your refuge."
The owls were surprised hearing these words from the old crow. Can anyone come to his enemy's refuge? The king of the owls thought he should listen to this crow. Who knows, he could learn some secret about the crows. The king of owls came out and saw that the old crow was bleeding profusely and was moaning in pain. The king of owls asked, "Aren't you scared of owls? Why have you come to us for protection?" In great pain, the old crow softly said,
"If I didn't run away from there, then the crows would have killed me. I just told them that the king of owls is very strong, so we should all go and seek his refuge. I am in Vibhishan's position because I offered them such a good advice. Despite Vibhishan being Ravan's brother, he had gone to seek Lord Ram's refuge. Now whether you wish to grant me my life or not is up to you. If you wish to kill me, you can do so. Do as you wish. But if you give me shelter, I will surely help you to capture more crows.
All the owls fell for the crow's story. The owls offered shelter to this crow and asked him to stay in their cave. The old crow also thanked the king of owls. And he said,
If I live in this cave, the crows will doubt me. Besides, I am from the enemy camp. Therefore, I'll make a nest outside your cave and live there. The crows fear you, and that is why they will not dare to come near this cave.
Saying this, the old crow now lived outside the cave peacefully. The owls brought a variety of food for him every day. The old crow slowly began gathering broken wood pieces and dried leaves outside the cave. The owls thought that the poor old crow was gathering all these things to make a nest. In a few days, a huge pile of wooden pieces and dried leaves was gathered outside the cave. One day, the old crow saw that a fire had broken out somewhere close by. This happened during daytime. Therefore, the owls were sleeping inside the cave. Besides, owls cannot see in daylight. The old crow thought,
This is a very good opportunity.
Immediately the old crow flew off. Flying, he reached the banyan tree, which was the home for the rest of the crows. He greeted the king of the crows and said,
It is time to attack the owls, O king. I have gathered a pile of wooden pieces and dried leaves just at the mouth of the owl's cave. A fire has broken out at a short distance from the cave. From there we can get a burning stick to the cave, and we will light a fire at the entrance of the owl's cave.
Then all the crows began flying. With the help of their beaks, they picked up sticks on fire and threw them at the entrance of the cave. And obviously, twigs and dried leaves don't take very long to burn. In a short while, a huge fire broke out. Also, at that time, the breeze was blowing in the direction of the cave. Because of that, the smoke began entering the cave. The owls felt suffocated. Gradually, the flames of this fire began entering the cave. Being daytime, the owls could not see anything. While they were feeling stifled due to the smoke, they started flying to save themselves. But as they flew towards the entrance of the cave, they would get burnt and fall down. The cave echoed with the screeches and cries of these owls. The ones who were left in the cave died of suffocation. The owls who flew out to save their lives fell in the fire and died. The crows declared their victory